Okay, today let's learn Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd from 1975. First thing that you have to know this rock G major chord. I call this a rock G. And then you have to know this one. It's an E minor 7 chord. And then similar, but not the same, you need to know this one. So it's the same fingering, but we're going to use 5 strings with the open A string in the bass on that one. Okay, this is rock G major, E minor 7, and this is an A7 suspended 4. Rock G major, E minor 7, and an A7 suspended 4. Now for this song only, I'm going to call this Georgia, I'm going to call this Minnesota, and I'm going to call this Arizona. Okay, and what we're going to do first is we're going to go between Georgia and Minnesota a bunch of times. Georgia, Minnesota, Georgia, Minnesota, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. When we feel like it's the right time, we're going to go from Minnesota southwest down to Arizona. Then we're going to go back to Minnesota, back to Arizona, and then finally back home to Georgia. Okay? So Georgia to Minnesota a bunch of times. When the time's right, we're going to go from Minnesota not to Georgia. We're going to go from Minnesota to Arizona, back to Minnesota, back to Arizona, and finally back home to Georgia. Okay? Now, we need a way to get from Georgia to Minnesota. And this is how we're going to do it. We're going to play this G note right there. We're going to play the open A string. We're going to hammer on to this B with our first finger somewhat violently. So we're going to go A, we're going to come down on the B with the first finger. So far we have a G, an A, and a B. Then we're going to play the open D string. And then we're going to play this E, the second fret of the D string. There's not a hammer on that time. So that's how we're getting from Georgia to Minnesota. Okay? Here we go. Minnesota. Now we got to get back to Georgia from Minnesota. We're going to play this E, the open G, back to this E, and then the open D string, and then we're there. Okay, now remember, we're going to go back and forth from Georgia to Minnesota. I'm ready. We're going to go from Minnesota to Arizona. How are we going to get there? We're going to play this E, second fret of the D string, E, open D, this B, we actually pick it this time, and then the open A. So it's and then I'm going to put this finger back for Arizona. Importantly, make sure you play 5 strings there. Okay, blocking this one out. Now we got to somehow get back to Minnesota. This time we're going to start with the open A. We're going to do the hammer on to a B, open D string, and then this E. So from Arizona. Now we play 4 strings, and this is Minnesota. Back to Arizona. 5 strings. Now we're heading back to Georgia. And how are we going to get there? We're going to play the open A, hammer onto the B again, and then we play the open A. And then we go back to Georgia with an up down. Georgia, Minnesota, back to Georgia, Minnesota, back to Georgia, Minnesota, going to Arizona, there's Arizona, back to Minnesota, back to Arizona, back home to Georgia, the verse, so C major, okay, there's a C major chord, then we're going to go to a D major with an F sharp in the bass, with my thumb, So you think you can tell A minor, heaven from hell, back to Georgia, blue skies from pain, can you tell a green field, D major, from a cold steel rail, C major, and there's like a little walk down, C major. This is a C major with a B in the bass. I block out the D string there, so I hear this, this, and this. And that's okay too, but I don't think that usually comes out. And the low E is blocked out. C major, A minor, back to rock G, to Georgia. Okay, so I'll do that again. Did they get you to trade your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change? Did you exchange a walk-on part in the war for a lead role in a cage? And that's it. Running over the same old ground. Have we found